to Origin, which is annoying. We shall have some elven pipe for now then. I was trying to think of where else was good to post it as well, Savvy. You could probably use off-topic or random shiz as well. As long as the mods know you have permission, we're all good. And then people will probably see it a bit more easily there. I forgot Seamus promotion was sub-only. I think that's the rules we have set up. So feel free to use the off-topic rooms as well. But yeah, good luck with the thesis. Good luck. I know it's really tricky always trying to gather participants for research. It's so hard to get hold of people, especially when it comes to surveys. But I hope you find some good ones. Steam summer sale, so probably very, very busy. Gamers like, give me your money. You shouldn't be playing games right now. You should be giving me your monies. Open your wallets to Gaben. Open your minds and your hearts and your money depositories to your Lord Gaben. I have this thing, I don't know whether it happens to anyone else, where like if Steam has already been running throughout the day, then I have to like kill it before I launch a game again. It gets very angry at me. Come on, Steam. Oh, good Steam. Steam is booting. There we go. I'm trying to estimate how many hours we are into Mass Effect. I can look on Steam when it launches, of course, but I think this is the 5th stream of Mass Effect, so we're a good part through. We did have to reload at one point because the game bugged out. And I mean, that was kind of a good thing because we went back and we were saved a character that we weren't able to save before. So I think that's just the universe telling us that that person shouldn't have died. We have played 25.4 hours of Mass Effect, apparently. That was more than I was expecting. 25.4 hours. And I am booting the Mass Effect. We're going into space. Prepare yourselves. You can check the time playing in saves, I think. It comes up at the very top of each game on the Steam profile as well. I don't know what my most played game on Steam is. I don't know what I've played the most of. I mean, Skyrim has got to be pretty high up there. And technically, when I started playing Elder Scrolls Online, I used to play on Steam. And then I can't remember what I did because it was so long ago, but I think I just ended up buying another copy on their website separately. So not all of my ESO time is on Steam, but I wonder how long I've played ESO for. Many thousands of hours. I know back when I played WoW, they used to do their time played in like years, months, days, hours, minutes, seconds, and my play time for that game, it doesn't bear seeing. I played so much of that game as well. All right, we're going into the arse effect. Get ready for arses. And we are playing Mass Effect 1. So first playthrough of Mass Effect 1. We weirdly saved Liara really quickly. Like, it wasn't intended that we should find her straight away. You go to this planetary system and the log says, oh, she could be anywhere within this planetary system and there's loads of different planets. So I'm like, oh, which one do I like the name of most? We click on a random one and that just happens to be the one where Liara is, which I think is why all my party is so underleveled in terms of the main story quest, because we just found her straight away. Zero issue. She was just right there waiting for us. Like, oh, hi. Didn't expect you to find me quite so easily. But we found the Liara. We found the blue lady. She was exactly where we expected her to be. Hi, Spike as well. Hi, Jacko. I always go cosmic eye makeup when we're playing Mass Effect now, because the very first time that we played it, I was like, I would try and do galaxy makeup. And now it's just a thing. People expect the galaxies. But here we are. I'm trying to remember. We just did a quest on Mars last stream. So we went in the vehicle and took out some of the data centers on Mars. And then just escaped again. Vermeer is our next main story mission. For those of you who've played the game, you'll kind of get an idea of where we are in the main quest line from that too. So yes, Vermeer we did go to before, and things happened and things did not go very well. So I'm kind of glad that we had to reload because of the bug. It was meant to be. Saren is searching for the conduits, an ancient relic dating back to the Prothean extinction. But I think Vermeer is the next like main quest line. But we're going to do some side quests because I learnt the hard way that if you don't do all the side quests, you might miss out on some things, including some interactions with party members. So I'm going off and doing some of these. No worries, Kip. I know you're a little bit behind me in Mass Effect right now. It's cool that we're both playing through at the same time though. But have a good one. Thank you so much for popping in. You've been approached by Conrad Werner. Oh, I remember this guy. He was kind of sweet, but also a little bit creepy. He is the adoring fan of Mass Effect, I think. He seemed like a harmless fan. Or is he? The fact that you're giving me a quest makes me suspicious that he's not just a harmless fan. I'm just saying, Mass Effect. Also, both headphones are going in for ultimate immersion. This game's music is so good. I have to fully appreciate it. Wait, I can't remember a mission to Mars in Mass Effect 1. Yeah, it was Mars, I believe. No. Oh, it was the moon. It was the moon. Wrong one. Wrong planet. A little bit of a different planet. It was the moon. Went to the moon, and we had to blow up some of the existing machines on the moon and then escape. I was expecting a massive explosion and to have to do like a timed section running away, but it was fine. We got off in time. So which one do we go into? This one, I'm so confused because we went to Pharos and there were 2 side quests on Pharos, which I previously completed in the previous save. And then when we reloaded the save, I can't for the life of me find where these quests are. I want to just finish them so I can get the XP, but I have no idea where they are. Like, it seems like we're locked out of that area of the map. There's a lift that would normally take you up to the main bit where you'd go across and find all the Geth, but I can't get up there now. Like, the button is inactive. So I don't know if we broke the game or if it's just somewhere I haven't found yet. Go to the Amazon system. Ah, the Bezos cluster. Yes. Go to the Amazon system. Very appropriate for Prime Day in the Voyager cluster. Okay, missing shipments, maybe. We can go and help with that. A returning wisp? Who could this be? Ah, the mysterious figure known as the Basil Dawn. Welcome back, Baz. Thank you for your soul. I hope you don't mind me having it again. It's a very cheeky one. It keeps trying to escape its soul jar, so I think it inherited your personality. But welcome back, Baz. Thank you for your soul. Mars is Mass Effect 3. Oh, okay. Well, I went to the moon. I have never played Mass Effect 3, so I would know nothing about Mars. Keep searching until you found all the lost insignias. That's more of like a collection. And this just is alongside our normal exploration. So finding light metals, heavy metals, rare earths, gases. It just says collect them all. So I'm guessing that's just a gotta catch them all quest. I think I'll go to the Amazon system. We'll pay Bezos a visit in his mansion. Go investigate some shipments. So it is Amazon system in the Voyager cluster. Ooh! A surprising wisp! A jump scare wisp! Who is this? It's Beta! Beta's back for 3 months. Your power only grows by the month, Beta. Thank you for returning your soul. It's safe with me. I got some new soul jars actually for storage, some very fancy ones, so you'll be one of the first in those as well. The Voyager cluster. We're in like Earth's cluster at the moment, and it's really weird seeing Earth and like our system of planets in a game. I want to go home. The Voyager cluster. Where is the Voyager cluster? Aha! I found you, Bezos. Yes, we're going to the cluster. I've been really in a Mass Effect mood recently as well, because in our book club, we were reading the Murderbot Diaries, which is sci-fi as well, and it just kept reminding me of Mass Effect. I haven't read many sci-fi books. It's one of the first I read, actually.
In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received
problems on the comms.
Well, what's going on here? So it was delayed? Yeah, that is quite a delay.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
Straightforward enough.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back on the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, You don't need me to finish, Commander.
So you need me to go and babysit your nuke for you? That's pretty serious, all right. I don't know what it has to do with me, but if I can help, I will.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
I'm going to visit Bezos. I'm busy. Where is it again?
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral, and we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Nukes. Let's go find some nukes. Sibin Trema. Can't find Amazon here. I thought Amazon was in the Voyager cluster. I guess it's just a planet within the Amazon cluster. Clusters within clusters. We have another returning wisp! Wait! We have Grey Wolf subbing and becoming a wisp 2 months in advance. Such faith in the elf. Thank you so much for supporting. I really, really appreciate that. I always get really taken aback when people go for subs with months in advance. Like, oh, you believe in us that much? You trust me that much with your soul? But thank you so much, Grey. And I hope you enjoy the immortality. Comes complimentary with the sub as well. Immortality, access to all the elven emotes. I also had a play around with the moving emotes now. There are some standard ones you can do now that they have GIF emotes. So we now have a shaking Wispwat that you can use, and also the arrow moves for now as well. So I've seen a couple of people shaking with the shock during stream today. It's really weird seeing moving emotes in chat. If you're on mobile, you won't see them, but on PC, you can see them all like jiggling around. There you go. Addie's moved the Wispwat into chat so you can see it. Isn't she glorious? I just thought it was perfect for that one. It's perfect. Just an expression of utter disbelief. Perfection. But yeah, great. If you aren't already in our Guilded or our Discord servers, there's some special sub-only perks in there as well, including some secret sub-channels. So you can come and join us in there. Yes, we switched games. So initially it was a Mass Effect stream, but I did want to log in and do my dailies in Elder Scrolls Online, especially the Endeavors as well. I couldn't slack on doing those, otherwise I forget to do them. And also, if I miss one day of logging in mana, I won't get my guar. So it was a planned Mass Effect stream today, but I had a cheeky little log on to Elder Scrolls. Thank you for the shinies as well, Jacko. Any sights on something in the Steam summer sale? It's dangerous. It's dangerous, that is. Like, I have a few games on my wish list, but also, like, I don't need any more games, but every Steam summer sale, I'm always tempted. And then I end up buying something, and then by the time I actually get around to playing it, it's cheaper, even without the sale on. So I have an enormous backlog of games that I still haven't played. It never ends, but still I always want more. What's wrong with me? Is anyone tempted by any of the current deals? Is there anything you're thinking of grabbing? If you already wanted to get a game and you see it on there, it's definitely worth getting right now. If you know you're going to play it very, very soon, it's definitely worth grabbing. But yeah, I've got tons of games which I grabbed during the last Steam sale, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely play that. I'm definitely gonna play that game. I've always wanted to play that game. And then, you know, here like a year later, still haven't played it. It's still sitting there, horribly neglected in my library. So I think it's just one of these planets has a chance of having the stuff we needed to survey. Trema is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Also, it's a very strange day length as well. Gas deposits surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of nitrogen. I'm going to yoink some nitrogen from them. Sibin. A small rock and ice planet, Sibin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates, with deposits of iron. Sibin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Sibin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. Maybe there used to be something else there. While scanning the planet of Sibin, you discovered a large mine grid in the geosynchronous orbit. With the help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe marked with the Quodim Outpost insignia. Quodim Outpost? What is that, chat? Do you know what the Quodim Outpost is? Are they bad guys? Are they good guys? I'm never sure who's evil quite yet, because we haven't met many other people on our travels. Danuka is an enormous terrestrial world nearly twice the size of Earth, with its environment similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Danuka's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in the atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, most captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured androids. So it's an android murderer. It's killed all the little robots that came to survey it. The mass murderer of robots. I'm not going there. So you can't land on every single planet, but you always get some lore on it, which I appreciate. And then sometimes you're able to survey it and it sort of gets narrated to you what your team do. And I like that because even though you can't go down there, it still feels like you're interacting with the other members of the crew apart from the combat members of your crew, like piecing things together as a team. Sonedma is the second of the Anima system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It's considerably less dense than its neighbour, Danuka, and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Oh, it's very ethane-y around here. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur, so exactly the same as the other one, basically. Rare elements surveyed. While scanning the planet, you detected a small deposit of polonium. I don't know what polonium does, but I'll take it. Doesn't sound dangerous at all. Does that mean this final planet has to be the one we can land on? Agebinium. I can land on this one. Agebinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it's been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, blasting Agebinium with an intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. Interesting. Doesn't seem very safe. Intense heat and radiation. At the end of its 16-year cycle, how do we know where it is in its 16-year cycle? How do we know we're not going to land and then suddenly this cycle begins again and everyone gets blasted? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Murderbot? Yeah, this is just reminding me of Murderbot. I've been in a really space mood because we've been reading Murderbot recently. I'm not going to lie, I did imagine one of the crew members in the Murderbot book as Tally. Like, I just imagined them as Tally for some reason. Like, my brain was just like, yeah, this person looks like Tally, for sure. I accept this squad. This is the dream team. I haven't taken anyone else on any missions so far. I'm really biased. Tally and Garrus, dream team. If anyone else has played this game, which crew did you always take with you? Did you have a bit of variety and take different people each time? Or are you a criminal scum and you're biased like me? Oh, this place looks so cool. Liara and Tally. Blue Bay. Blue Bay came with you. I might have to take her on a few missions because she's very interested in us. She's pursuing a relationship with us. I didn't give a yes or no. I just said, we'll see how things go. But she was very interested. Wait. If we're quiet for a second. I swear I heard like a roar or something. Like growling. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Oh no. I think that's just the wind. So when I face this way, the wind is coming towards me and I hear that. I thought maybe there was some nasty aliens around. you like to drive around with this car thing is so much fun. Honestly, I was expecting to hate it because I normally hate vehicles in games. Like, normally they're really hard to steer and I just end up crashing all the time. But this is so much fun, especially because the buggy is so bouncy. So you just like bounce over craters. You can parkour over mountains. This thing has no limits. It's like a Skyrim horse. They can just go vertically up a mountain. And it doesn't take full damage, really. I think you can damage it, but it's very hard to do. Like, it normally survives. Does anyone here want to kill me? No. Okay, fair enough. Suit yourselves. Seems like we're keeping the protective helmets on, so it hasn't got a great atmosphere. It's up this way.
The signal's coming from a mine?
Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
Whoever did it is in danger.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
I love the slightly evil Shepherd replies where it's just like, I don't care. Let them die for all I care. Ah, this mission. It's either a really good sign or a really bad one, Zach. Like, it's always the missions you remember that are either really horrible and emotionally scarring, or it's just a really fun mission. It might just be really fun. I hope it's just really fun and there's no feelings involved. Red Dead 2 with the horses. So many dead horses. I felt so bad. I just save all the time because literally every time I jumped over something, I'd break the horse's legs. It would just churn into jelly on the ground. To be honest, like, I mostly play Red Dead as a horse simulator. Like, I just catch different kinds of horses. It's great. I play through the main story now and I just catch horses all the time. Has all these different horse breeds you can find. I've never tried Red Dead Online, but apparently that's really fun. F5. Praise be the F5. Okay, let's see. This looks like the other cave we went into and people immediately started shooting at us. Apparently we're good.
Just lead the way.
Garrus, this looks like the perfect cover situation, so I feel like we're being baited and someone's gonna shoot at us. No? Okay. No one want to kill me? That's unusual. Usually people want to end my existence as soon as I enter anywhere. I don't know why half the galaxy is against me. It's too quiet here. I don't like it. Something's gonna happen and I don't want to know what. Red Dead Online is nice to play for community events. I haven't played Red Dead on stream. I guess when it came out, I considered playing it on stream, but I kind of took it as one of those games where I was like, well, it's just come out. Everybody's probably going to be playing it. They won't want it spoiled for themselves. Oh!
That was a detonator, Commander.
That was a jump scare, Garrus. That's what that was.
At last.
Hi. I was just having a nice time. Talking about Red Dead Redemption. Did you have to? Did you have to? Oh, I'm taking a breather here. I'm not used to these heart attacks. No worries, Celestial. Thank you so much for popping in. And good luck with all the human things. Adulting it's so much work. Why the jump scare? Why? Who are you?
You have me at a disadvantage.
My name is Ilanos Haliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepherd, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe.
How should I know? I know literally nothing about this galaxy. Why don't you tell me? You seem very proud of it.
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
Yeah.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was.
Seems like a really bad way to pick a
I used
leader.
my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
Oh yeah, our leader is whoever the most homicidal maniac is. Obviously not gonna go wrong. You attacked Elise? Oh, I remember some of the other characters mentioning this. The Skylian Blitz.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator. The one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster.
Hey, God!
The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human spectre.
Look, we can talk about this. We don't need to fight. You seem like a perfectly nice maniac. Definitely could negotiate. Yes, let's negotiate with the mass murderer. Nothing can go wrong.
It doesn't have to
Nothing
be like
can
this,
go wrong.
Empty words from a dead woman.
At least I'm gonna get to shoot you in the face.
What do we do now, Shepard?
Nobody panic. I'll kill him. I just want to say I'll kill him. That's what's gonna happen anyway. I mean, he's evil. He instigated an attack on a human colony. I don't think there's much question here of what we should do. Like, he deserves to die, doesn't he? We're not negotiating with criminals. Hi, Polly, as well. How you doing? I see that beautiful emote. I'll kill him. I will murder him. He shall cease to exist.
We find a way out. Someone up there needs my boot up his ass. See if there's anything in here we can use.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Oh, no. Ah, no, there's a counter. What? Okay. Manually disable. Okay. Whoa, no. Okay, I've got 13 seconds. Oh, this thing blows us sky high. Hey! Oh, yes, I did it. That was easy. Oh, God, it's still ticking. Why is it ticking? Oh, God, is there more? Oh, no, there's more. I thought I'd done it. I was so proud of myself. Oh, nice security, guys. Piss easy. I've disabled the bomb. I'm a professional. What would you say to that, villains? Why are there so many door switches here, though? It just seems like an excessive amount of door switches. Well, I guess that was that. They should really use better locks on their stuff. If anyone can open a chest by doing a game of Frogger, or disable a bomb by doing a game of Frogger, it's not very secure. I think we're okay now. Hey, I know as well. I see you there, around that corner. My elven eyes seal. Oh, does he want to fight us now, or is he busy being a pussy? Seems like there's more on this planet that we can go and investigate too. Where have we come out though? Where are we? This isn't where I put my, Oh, there's the enemies. Let me get my sniper. I wonder if I can snipe from here. The answer is no. Oh! But they can hit me. That's so unfair. That's so... I'm calling bullshit. I can't hit them, but they can hit me. Supposed to be a sniper rifle. Game is playing favorites with me. How come he can snipe? Alright, friends, it looks like we're just gonna have to go down there. There must be a way down this godforsaken mountain. The answer is yes, just take your time. I can snipe. Oh! I think it was aiming for headshots and maybe there's like bullet travel distance. Ooh. Hang on, I have a shield boost ability. There you go. I think that guy had shields. I was very disappointed when I didn't like automatically down him. They should die just looking at me. Fitting my combat prowess. Oh, no. Space boyfriend, no. Oh god, how do I use a health pack again? I thought it was H, but no, that's holster. Oh, frick. This is how you know it's been a week or so since we played Mass Effect. What is it? V. I think it's V. There we go. I remembered. It's all coming back to me now. This is the problem when you play like 5 different single-player games at the same time. I remember trying to play Dark Souls and Breath of the Wild at the same time, and they had very different control schemes, and the jump button was in a different place, and I'd always like fire a gun instead of trying to jump at some points. Let's just go back to the last save there. Hopefully this isn't too far back. Oh, it's all the way back. Oh. I'm going to say I haven't been too impressed with the autosave points in Mass Effect 1. I think that's just because obviously it's an older game and it didn't have as many autosaves, but I've had to really press F5 a lot during this playthrough. And if I forget to do it, I'm usually screwed. So I think we have to go talk to the guy again. I will F5 afterwards this time. I've learnt my lesson. Would you like a tip for this fight? I need to find some cover somewhere because we're just kind of...
That was a detonator.
It got me a second time. I knew that was going to happen. It still got me.
At last.
Okay, we'll skip through this conversation because we've already talked to him before. I didn't say an acclaimed... no, I didn't want to call him an acclaimed leader.
I was the strong.
You attacked Elysium. You're a monster.
When your kind held against the Blitz.
I'll get you.
Goodbye, Shepard.
There you go.
What do we do now,
We
Shepard?
kill him, we kill
find
him,
a way
Tally. There you go. And now we do the bombs again. I'm a professional hacksaw. If only real hacking was this easy. When I think of hacking in games, I always remember Bioshock. And the hacking in Bioshock. I loved that hacking. It was very satisfying. F5. There we go. We have a nice save now. I was taken by surprise last time. I think I should be able to get them from up here. Technically, I can tell Garrus and Tally just to stay here, and then I can go and snipe them over the top. Some of them aren't as heavily armored, it looks like. I'm gonna go for you. I think the ones with the red lasers are the snipers as well, so I should probably take those down. Okay, I got one sniper. Ooh! My health! A bit spicy over here. Hello. So obviously she was trying to counter-target me. Is there one more? Oh, I think we're good. So now they shouldn't do as much damage. Yes, praise the F5. Just keep sniping him. He's just got good shields. Stay still, you. There we go. I've noticed every time I shoot, I automatically leave the scope mode because I'm so used to Overwatch where I leave scope mode and then I reload immediately, so I always have shots. I don't need to do that in Mass Effect, apparently. There's probably quicker ways to do this, but it's nice just to be able to boot them from far away. Where are you? Oh, you're there. If I stand slightly further back on the hill, they can't even hit me here. Okay. Coast is clear, friends. Oh, I can't F5 though. Woo! Tally, who have you seen? Who have you seen? Who have you seen? Oh, there's one more. At least Tally spotted them. Hi, yous. How are you doing? I'm just committing alien genocide as usual. Just a normal Thursday evening. There we go.
Powering up.
All right there, Garrus. There we go. Quick save complete. So that means... Ah! I was just about to say that means we killed them all because it let me save, but no. Obviously not. Someone else has other ideas. Haliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Oh, that was the boss. Okay. I killed him in like 3 snipes. Nice try, mate. Nice try. He said he was the best fighter in his group, and he'd taken down entire galaxies, and I'm just there like, 2 headshots and you're done. You tried. An attempt was made. It was not particularly impressive, but you tried. If there's any sweet loots here, I need to grab those too before we go. My tip was going to be you can run down the hill unnoticed, get into the Mako and gun them all down in safety. I feel like if you can ever use the Mako, it's a very smart thing to do. Because, yeah, you can literally just roll over them with the wheels and they die horribly. It was good target practice, though. Woohoo! This thing feels indestructible. I know it can be killed, and I know it has a health bar, but it hardly ever takes damage. Even when you're just flying off a mountain. So nice of them to bring it over on this side. Yeah, I have a personal chauffeur, obviously. Very, very strange that I just happened to find my vehicle on the other side. Woo! See, I always think it's going to take damage when we do a jump like that, but it's fine. It just carries on. Okay.
Cover me.
Let's see what this is. Oh, a corpse, my favorite. Juicy. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the Congravity speeder, you see the Nizo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreck has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appear to be melted antique aviator goggles. So it's been here for, did it say 16 years was the normal cycle? Oh no. Oh no. It's just ruined. Well, that's just sad. I don't think I found any good materials here. It was just only sadness. Go and see what the other exploration zone is as well. Usually it can parkour all the way up here. You have to give it a good boost though. Oh no, there's an invisible wall. Sorted by the invisible wall, as always. I somehow made it out the front door and then went around in the Mako and blasted them. It is the best war tank. Been to Vermeer. So, technically, yes, it's a long story. So we went to Vermeer and a thing happened involving Rex. If anyone knows what that thing on Vermeer that can happen is, that happened. And then we logged in next stream and tried to load that save. And the game was just broken. Like, we had the weirdest bug. Shepard's face was floating around in the blackness of space, and there were like multiple copies of Shepard everywhere, and we couldn't fix it. So we went back to the previous save, and the previous save took us back before Vermeer. So we're now pre-Vermeer. And in order to kind of make sure that doesn't happen again, I'm doing all the side quests and seeing if anything additional happens that might help us. So yeah, the universe told us that Rex deserved to go on living, basically. It made its intentions very clear. So the game breaking saved his life. Otherwise, I would have carried on, because I very much I respect the purity of a first playthrough. If something happens, if you make a decision and it goes wrong, then you've got to own that and carry on. But no, game was not having it. Oh yay, another corpse! Look. Oh god, this has been here for a while. Artifact on it as well, though. Turian insignia! I have a side quest to collect as many of these as possible, so that's good. This body is a long way from anything, and appears to be have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including some of the Siglar outpost insignia. Well, there you go. What choice did you make on Noveria? I forget which one Noveria was. Remind me of what we did on Noveria. There was one stream where we like blasted through a bunch of different quests. Oh, was Noveria the place where you had to choose who places as the bomb? Because I may have chosen a certain Ashley. Although I think that happens on Vermeer. My memory's all mixed up. I think that happens after the thing with Rex. I don't think there's anything else here. What's this? Oh, there's debris up here. We'll grab that, whatever that might be. When we were on Pharos, I tried to help as many people as possible. So, I just opted for not killing the ones we came across. And we tried to go pacifist. There was one that ended up dying, but I think that's just because Garrus was a bit too trigger happy. So one of them didn't make it, but the rest were fine. Where am I going? I need to put another marker there. Oh god, it's the other way. I need a sat-nav. Liara would make a great sat-nav. Like, her voice is sat-nav voice. Commander, you're going the wrong way. Turn around when possible. Commander, meld your mind with mine so we can have weird space alien sex. Oh no, that's apparently not of interest. Okay. But there is some material here. Or is it another dead person? No, materials, yay. I was hoping it wasn't another corpse. I'm tired of corpses now. Seen too many. Nice. So I think we can go back to the Normandy now. I don't know whether we have to turn that one in or whether it's kind of done. Got another Turin insignia. Oh, I think it's just considered done now and we've completed it. We had some unusual readings from the Hydra system in the Argos Rogue cluster, apparently. We can go investigate those. A strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. On the whole, it seems harmless, but something about the message is a little disturbing. The fan quest doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. Like, it just says, oh, you met this NPC, you might meet him again. Maybe it's not the last time you've seen him. So I don't know where he is. Well, there's a missing survey team. We should probably help the missing survey team. And the people being held hostage. You received a cryptic message from Nisana Dantius, an Asari ambassador on the Citadel. She wants to meet with you in person. What, in the Citadel? We could go back to the Citadel. We haven't been back for a while, and there are some vendors who sell equipment for the other races, so maybe we should go see what they've got. Forget where the Citadel is now, because it's been so long. Ah, okay. It's over this way. It took me like an hour to find the Pharos tunnels. The thing is, in the previous save, I did all the side quests, and then we launched in and on the other save, and I just couldn't find where it wanted us to go for the side quests. Like, the lift that went up to the other level wasn't working. Like, it just didn't open. So I don't know how I do those. Devere is the ice planet. I don't think we've been there yet. I think that's another of the main quests in my log at the moment. To the Citadel! All of Hillis's children have begged her not to talk to them in Liara's voice when scolding them. I imagine it would be quite a calm scolding, though. You really shouldn't do that. I can't remember whether she's American or not. I think she's American. She just has a very calm voice. She almost sounds like Siri. Alright, crew. Can have some rest and relaxation time. Now that we're in the Citadel. Dream Team's coming. There you go. They've got my back in the big city.
Equalizing in...
Just check. Yeah, Noveria is still on our missions. So there you go. We haven't done that one yet. That'll probably be the next main quest one I do, but I just want to check that there isn't anything going on with the side quest first. And now I can't find... Oh, there it is. There it is. The one thing that... I find the quest log a bit weird. Like, obviously it's because it's an older game, but there's no way for me to kind of like say, oh, this is our active quest, and then it to kind of guide us towards it. So it's been a bit weird. And I find it weird how you've got missions, which are the main quest lines, and then you've got like all the side quests that kind of separated out, that it didn't say like main quest line here and then side quests here. So I had to kind of work that out for myself. Sorry, diplomacy. There we go.
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Thank you. I appreciate
Log.
it.
The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
XOXO Presley. There should be an Asari ambassador here somewhere.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Hey, what up? This is a surprise.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries.
Seems important.
I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I mean, I had orders. I was kind of saving the universe, if you don't mind. Think of it as an opportunity to get a new ship.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is?
Wow.
Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
She's not over-designed. How dare you offend my ship? Don't insult my ship. It's not a ship. I don't want to get into a fight with him, though, because he's an admiral, so he's fairly important. Yeah, don't insult my ship. Back off. She's beautiful. She's a work of art.
This ship has saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
Oh, she is. Trust me. Shouldn't we get someone professional to inspect it? You're not exactly behaving in a professional manner right now, Admiral. Yeah, she's up to snuff. I'm just gonna say she is.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
About my choice of color scheme inside?
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
I don't know what this means. I know I'm supposed to be the super knowledgeable space captain, but what the frick is a CIC? And Shepard just gets out her mobile and is like Googling CIC, reading Wikipedia. I'm professional, I swear. Oh, I have an option to say it's Turian design. I don't know why it's blue. Is that because of my my kind of charisma, my charm? Because I have leveled that up recently. Yeah, it's Turian design. He doesn't like Turians though, so that's probably not going to help us. Because he'll be like, oh, designed by aliens. Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's a hunk of junk. So he's not going to like that. He's not going to like that. Ah, do you mean not too late to get into Elder Scrolls, big dog? Yeah, is it on the Steam sale right now? If so, yes, get it, get it. I don't know if it's also on sale on Humble Bundle right now, but we do have, if you do !ESO in chat, we have the Humble Bundle links. It might also be on sale there, because they often like copy the Steam sales and do them at the same time. Nice, that is a really good price for the entire base world game. And obviously with ESO, you don't have to pay a subscription. So you have access to a bunch of stuff. That's everything you need to play for ESO forever. I'm gonna say this, but I don't think he's gonna like it. He's not gonna be happy about this.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
I think he's just jealous. He's jealous he isn't the captain of this ship. You want to play with a shiny new toy? I'm sorry I stole it from you. It's useful, actually. We've been able to move very efficiently through different systems, yes.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari?
Yeah.
Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You
What's
can't
wrown,
allow
you
alien
spaces?
nationals free
Scared of a bit
access
of
to Alliance
diversity,
equipment?
are we? They're allies, and they saved my life so many times. They're all very expert in their own individual fields. Yeah, they're allies.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
Well, such a...
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Basically all comes down to the fact that my ship is bigger than his. And he's jealous. It's a straight up case of ship envy here. We need to build bridges or we need to kick ass. Yeah, we need to build some bridges. Make friends with the other races. Unite ourselves against this common evil. Yes. I can't say that anymore, but no. I don't have anything to say.
None, sir.
Go
Very
away.
well.
Leave me
I
alone.
don't agree with any of this, but
Go back
your
to being
reasons
useful.
seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned.
Okay.
Good hunting, Commander Shepard.
I guess the
Make us
charisma
proud.
helped out there then. I'm glad I put my points into that. People are leveling up as well, so before we next go into combat, I need to put some skills in for them
After
too.
years of poor economic performance,
The
Exogeny
lifts!
has
I missed
announced
the
that
lifts!
its research colony on
Where's the
Pharos
music? There's
is
no music
finally
in this one.
returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Exogeny up to something again. This guy's an admiral. Was he born into the position, or did he just complain himself to the top? I know, right? He seems, I very much get the vibe that he's been doing it for
Commander
a long
Shepard?
time. And so he's just like, oh, these new commanders coming on. It's not like the good old days. We knew how to run a ship back in my day.
Police
Hello.
have been seen in Al Jalani, Westerland News. Would you
hi.
answer a few questions for our viewers?
Depends.
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
Well, some topics are classified. I say get stuffed. Well, you gotta treat the media nicely, otherwise they'll turn on you. Some topics are classified, but what I can talk about, I will.
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer all questions.
I'm sure our viewers will understand. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I don't want to step on any toes and be like, well, this should have been one of us years ago. So, I'm honored to uphold the duty of the human species to protect the galaxy.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
Well, kind of. It's a little bit awkward, but maybe a couple times, maybe. I'm just gonna move myself up as well because I've realized I'm blocking the subtitles, and I know some of you guys prefer to have the subtitles up as well. So I'll try and I'm moving. Watch out! I'm coming up. There we go.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
It's pretty lush. It's got some good tech. The Turians helped build it. Oh, so I can kind of build that bridge and try and unite the races with that. Time to shut you up. Wow. I just shoot her live on television. The Turians helped build it.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I really like these options that I get now I've upgraded, like my speech skill and how like agreeable I am, because it's very clever. Like she's obviously much more witty and intelligent now, and she kind of skirts the answers in a way that pleases everybody. So I'm just gonna keep going blue options. The crew is still Alliance as well.
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone.
Just
I'm in command, and last I checked,
great
I'm
for the
human.
PR.
Same goes for my crew.
I have a feeling the
Human,
council wouldn't
yes,
be too
but
happy
you
about
do
that.
work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander.
Yes.
Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Oh, he's a right arsehole, he is. He's an arsehat. That's all I have to say. Oh, I don't know whether I should reveal this information. Because obviously if I reveal he was behind Eden Prime, then there's going to be like some kind of uprising. Maybe there'll be more hatred towards the Turians. Ooh, I can get the council in deep shizzle and say that they protected him. And I'm kind of tempted to, because it took them so long to be convinced. So I'm just shut you up. I can't confirm or deny that. There's no more blue options. I can't confirm or deny that. I'm just going to be neutral.
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
I don't want to jeopardize this.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
You gonna pay me? I have a rate for interviews. Oh, she did give me some credits. Nice. Pays well to work with the press. There you go. And I'm not entirely sure where this person is. She wants to meet you in person. She's in the Citadel. Embassy Lounge in the Presidium level of the Citadel. It's been a while since we've been to the Citadel, so I forget. Okay, so this is the bottom level. I think she's up on the top
Solarian
somewhere.
excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed.
Jellyfish Man will be
The excavation
very,
team
very
has
unhappy
appealed to
about that.
Hanar representatives on the Citadel
jellyfish
to reach a
creature
diplomatic
that we met.
solution.
Such catchy lift music. What more could you want? Deep shizzle. Yeah, the council do be in deep shizzle. The deepest of shizzly shits. If I was to bail on them. But to be honest, I think the press is going to find out anyway. And it would have been very satisfying to be the one to spill the beans about what happened. But I'll be well behaved for now. I still don't trust all of the members of the council. Is this the embassy part? Ah, embassy lounge, yeah. Up at the bar where they won't serve me any alcoholic drinks. Literally, you go up to the bar and he's like, can I get you something to drink? But the only conversation options are, do you have any news? Do you know your way around the city? So he'll never serve me a drink. I was very disappointed. I wanted a space drink. Ah, Nasana.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
Are you in trouble?
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on a cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
That's too bad. I don't know what this is about. That's too bad. It seems like a real shame. That doesn't sound very genuine. It doesn't sound like I'm actually sorry for her. It just sounds like I'm like, oh, that sucks, doesn't it?
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm genuinely sorry for your loss, though.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Seems unlikely. What if it's just an audio recording and they're trying to lure you into a trap? Why would your sister be spared? Are your family wealthy?
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
Don't pay the ransom, but then they might actually kill her. You better pay. Oh, what's my part in all this?
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since.
Oh,
I've
she's
made
dead.
A terrible mistake, Shepard.
She's properly dead,
I'm a
for sure.
diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
So you need my help?
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster.
Oh, I've been near there
I need
before.
you to go to the merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
I maybe bring her body back, though, since they didn't release her. Maybe some mistake went down and someone just accidentally ended up shooting her. I can be all goody-goody and be like, oh, I won't take payment for this. Your sister's in trouble. No, I'll take the payment. Hell yeah.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister
the
back.
moolah.
Thank you, Shepard.
Fuel costs for the
I knew
ship
you
and
were
everything.
The right woman for the job. Come
I'm
back
sure
and see me
space
when the
jail
job
is pretty
done.
comfy. Alice probably has some great amenities. I want to go to space jail. I don't trust any of the politicians. I don't trust them. There's one of them in particular who just like keeps being really untrusting of me. So if they don't trust me, I don't trust them. Let's go see what this is about then. I think it's this way to get back to the ship dock. I think we're well prepared for this. Artemis Tau cluster. I always look in my quest log and see the name of the place we need to go and then immediately forget where it is. The Artemis Tau cluster is the one, apparently. I hope that guy isn't still there inspecting my ship. Ah, wrong place. Sorry, wrong room. I love these creatures.
Pleased greeting.
Hello.
Human, it is always good to see your
Pleased
kind.
greeting.
I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Are you in any way related to Quagans from Guild Wars 2? Quagan loves you. I actually don't have anything to say to you. I just wanted to hear your beautiful voice.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Goodbye.
Sincere farewell. Good day to
Kisses
you,
to
human.
your mother.
Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Cool. Yeah, they do just remind me of Quagans for some reason. Although Quagans are a bit more high-pitched. They're like, Quagan loves you. Where is my ship? I completely forgot where my ship's supposed to be. Well, we're never leaving this place. We'll enjoy space drinks and shopping forever. Who cares about saving the galaxy? I'm busy. You know, I forgot where my ship is. Consort's oh, can we go see the consort? I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she didn't want to see us. We'd done all of her quest lines, so she was just like, I'm busy right now, but thank you for coming. Maybe the consort wants to see us again. These environments are so pretty. I haven't played the original, obviously, but I think from what I've seen, they've done a really good job at remastering it. Hello.
Hello again, Commander.
Oh, you remember me. I'm obviously so important.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Why, thank you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
She tells me that every single time. Really proud of her brother. Can I get in here? No, she doesn't want to see me at the moment. I wonder if there'll be any more quest lines with her, but she doesn't want to see me. Maybe she'll invite me for a private audience soon. I think we hit it off. But this is what I think of when I think of, you know, like a space colony. This is always what I think of, like the white buildings and very organized bits of greenery. Like, these obviously didn't spring up naturally. They've been planned. And it's so pretty. Well, now I just have to find my ship again. Emporium, Bank. Aldina's office. CSEC HQ. Ooh. I could probably ask Robot Lady. She always knows where she's going. Presidium locations. Is it in the Presidium? I think it's down under the wards, isn't it? CSEC. I think it is down there again. I can just go down in the lift one more time. And then there is another lift that goes up back to the docks. Please take note of the greeter at the console and the Asari at the embassy front desk. We've talked to both of them. I remember the Asari at the front desk was one of the first people we ever talked to in here as well. But nothing's changed since we came back last time. They seem to have the same greetings for us.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Technicians are reportedly
It blue
unsure
screened.
of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
All right. Yeah. All the computer technicians here know exactly what they're doing. Here we go. This is my lift.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan
We're just having
group
like
that
a
had accused
constant
the
news
Genetics
feed going
Corporation
on.
of fraud.
I just want to ride the
Krogan group
elevator
had
over and
contracted
over again to hear the
Binary Helix
elevator
perform
music
studies
and
with
then
a long-range
hear a bunch
goal
of law.
curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Oh dear. Well, there might be something on Vermi they're interested in. No spoilers. Artemis Tau is where we're going. What's up, crew? I hope you managed to have enough time to do some gambling.
Decontamination in
Have some rest. Get a few drinks, but we're off again.
logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Joker hasn't said anything different to me for a while, but I'm
Commander.
just gonna double check.
Something you need?
No, I
have to go.
Nothing new to talk to us
All right,
about.
see ya.
He's just perfectly happy piloting the ship. So I guess Artemis Tau cluster, here we come. This guy has only said one thing to me throughout the entire game
Yes,
as well.
Commander.
He's just chilling.
Carry on, Presley.
He doesn't
Yes,
really
ma'am.
have much to do with the crew. Tally's armor is gorgeous. Oh yeah, she's got the red one on at the moment.
Message coming in.
Commander,
Tally's
Miss
gorgeous in
Angela, she
general,
shouldn't have
even though we
ambushed
can't
you
see her
like that.
face. Oh,
But you handled it pretty well.
oh, I skipped through that conversation because I assumed it was the log text that comes up every time you access the map, but okay. Who didn't listen? The Asari? I did the best I could.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, bye. Oh, the reporter. Okay. That makes sense. She was a bit more aggressive on that interview than she should have been. Yeah, she was really going for the nasty questions that were supposed to catch me out, but I just breezed through it. I was very diplomatic there. Artemis Tau. Aha. Sparta, Knossos, Athens, Macedon. I don't think we know which one it's on. Oh, maybe we do, because this would travel us completely to another cluster. Let me double check. That's another hostage. Guys, I've got 2 hostages in my quest log. Macedon system. Okay, cool. Off to Macedon. Normandy out. Off to explore the galaxy. See you later, bitches. Bye. I did think about doing some shopping, but to be honest, I'm not finding we're struggling with our armor so far. And we keep finding new bits of armor, so it feels like a waste to buy some more unless there's any really, really good epic sets that we can get hold of. But I don't have many credits at the moment. Oh! Fargodis. Fargodis is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Some xenon. Patavig. Really interesting names here. Patovig is the second of the Mastodon system's giant terrestrial planets, and by far the most interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia, in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Patovig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Oh, they're the little, like, mole creatures. I probably shouldn't call them mole creatures. They probably would get very offended by that, but they kind of look like moles. Negotiations between the system's alliance and the Volus's patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Why don't you see the mole people? I can't go there. Porolan. Porolan is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Mastodon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. I guess not all of them are landable because of their climates, and it would just kill us if we got out. Matriarch's writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Porolan when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of the Matriarch Dylan Naga's writings in its storage compartment. Ew, it's one of the Asari. And this is where we can land. Oh no, a pressure hazard. Shajila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. That's suspicious. It must be the bandits. Shajila has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide dust. They're a respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Sounds like fun! Probably gonna get ourselves killed. Let's go, Dream Team. Tally Garrus. Tara says Dream Team. I always love the music that plays when you're launching off. The Spectre gear sold by the guy in CSAC is some of the best. We'll have to save up our pennies for that one then. Let's go see what this material is over here. Woo! I can't believe this thing hasn't broken yet. What is this held together by? Ooh! What's that noise? I heard a weird noise. I'm just not gonna question anything. I don't think we can stay out long because this terrain isn't very nice. I parked my Mako right on top.
Just lead the way.
Excuse me. Excuse me. One moment. There we go. Is that not level terrain? There we go. I'm a pro hacksaw. Oh, I need to go up the top. Where's the best place? Oh, here? Maybe? I'm taking too much time. There we go.
I'm here if you need me.
Thank you, Garrus. Garrus is always there when we need him. Go up to the main quest, see where it is. I always take Garrus and Tally. I wonder if I should take any of the others. I'm just biased now. But I know in Dragon Age, at least, if you took different people on the missions, then they'd have different things to say when you got back to camp. It doesn't seem to matter in Mass Effect. Like, I've had Rex and Ashley tell us some stuff despite not coming on the mission, and they've kind of reacted to what we did on the mission, so I don't think it necessarily matters. Oh, God. Okay. We've got company. Ooh, yeah. Parkour. Parkour. Ooh. See if we can like missile them from here. I've got some cover. Apparently not. Pirates. Yar, we be space pirates. Filthy marauders. Ha! It's always so satisfying. We're just smashed through everything. I'm at 99% on the tank still, so no chance, friends. Take that. And a bit of that. Hey, Tojing, how's it going? I'm just causing trouble in space, as usual. Hey, hey, hey. Is that everyone? Anyone else want to try and kill me? Oh, you! I love how there'll be one guy left. All his friends have died painfully, and he saw them being ripped to shreds or blown to smithereens. And he just keeps on fighting. He's like, no, I'm not going down. I want to avenge my friends, even though he knows he has no chance. I kind of feel sorry for him. I feel bad. A lot of work to do and only a little bit of time for gaming left. Suck. Too many games, not enough time is always the constant problem. Woo! More company. Is she taking any damage? I think she is now. Oh, she's right there. Let's go shotgun. Ah, they're coming round!
Now we're getting fire.
We're taking fire! Oh no, it's a Krogan. The Krogans are always so hard to fight because they're really tanky. The first combat we had with a Krogan is where I learned that you can change ammo types. And then the toxic rounds worked so well against them. I took out the hostiles, Garrus. Keep your pants on. I think there's one more over there. Yoo-hoo. I'm gonna peek so you can shoot me. Come on. Okay, maybe not. I love how I'm supposed to be a close range class. And most of the time I just end up using my sniper because sniping is so much fun. They don't look like pirates. At least none of the pirates I've ever seen. Space pirates be a little bit different from old Jack Sparrow, though. They're swimming with the fishes now. Well, it seems fairly empty here. If they're holding anyone, it'll be back here. No one's killing me yet. What if we find a body in the locker? Decryption skill too low. I can probably train somebody in decryption. I think Tally had okay decryption. Yeah, I think she's got more than Garrus, so we may as well level her up a little bit more. She can grab hacking. Sure. I don't know what's a waste of talent points and what's worth getting, but may as well. Might be some good stuff. Oh, this is hard though, this one. Ah! Okay, wait for the space, wait for the... Oh. Why do all pirates sound like they're from Cornwall? There was some history behind it. So I think one of the first actors who initially played a pirate in a film just happened to be from Cornwall, and then the rest of Hollywood copied them. Chat was talking about it the other day because after the Sea of Thieves announcement happened, with them doing a collaboration with Pirates of the Caribbean, like everyone was talking about, oh, why do pirates have Cornish accents or like West Country accents? And I think that's why, because originally one of the actors who played a pirate had a very like West Country-ish accent. I keep wanting to pick up the axe and play with the axe. It's the perfect fit for my hand. I need to bring my axe to space. But I think that is why Wikipedia probably knows more than I do. because everybody was hitting up Wikipedia last time like, why do pirates have Cornish accents? Oh, I was so close. Oh, this one is hard. There must be something good inside there. I'm gonna try again. Why there's so many of them? I knew these were gonna get harder at some point. The annoying thing is it's really hard to move it around the circle when you get to the sides. Ah, I'm too scared. I'm so bad at Frogger. I'm so bad at Frogger. I've always wondered that. Yeah, well, apparently that's why. And yar, the old US country now. I think, you know, in real life, there were a lot of, a whole variation of different accents that pirates had. Because they would come from all over the place. All sorts of outlaws were pirates. But that do be why. Yeah, there we go. Got it. When I'm being silly, I usually like default into a West Country accent for some reason. Hey Lord, where be Garrus? Ooh, Tally's alright. I mean, the Brethren Court had a whole bunch of different languages, especially that Indian bloke with the super high-pitched accent. The Brethren Court? Was that like a pirate cult? I don't know much about pirate history. I tried to keep away from pirates during that time period. They generally weren't very good news. There must be somewhere else with it. Oh, there's door control. Maybe she's at the back. I haven't played the Sea of Thieves update yet, but I'm going to have to. Captain Jack Sparrow be the best pirate. Stinger Katana. The one thing that I find a bit weird in Mass Effect 1 so far is that when you pick up new weapons or upgrades from chests, it doesn't tell you, like, in that first pickup description what they are or, like, how good they are. Because usually I'm used to in RPGs picking something up from a chest and being able to see the stats and the abilities and be like, ooh, this is really good. I'm going to use that. But you kind of have to put time aside to go through your inventory and see what you've picked up on the missions in this game. So that's like, I think you just have to make it part of your like cycle that you do. Like you do a mission, and then you go back to the ship, and then you do your level ups and your upgrades, and you check if anything in your bags is any good. And that's been weird to get used to, I suppose, because I'm used to knowing immediately, oh, this is so good, I want to equip it now. Manual override. Oh, this one seems really easy now. There we go. Beautiful. I don't know what in real life pirates were like back then. Well, apparently they don't really live up to the stereotype. Like real pirates are very, very different from fictional pirates. A lot more bloodthirsty as well. Where is this taking me? Is this taking me into this room and then is there another room through here? The quest objective says here. Or maybe it's the room directly above, but I've already been in there. I'll go look again. Who could have known that Frogger was looking at the long game to train people into hacking into secure facilities? See, trained us all to be little hackers. I'm so bad at Frogger. I'm so bad at it. I've played like a more modern version of Frogger where you have a little avatar like a cat or a dog or something you have to get across the road. And it's so hard. Am I being a dum-dum? Is there something really... Is there like a really obvious... Oh, yo. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers in Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. Wait. Oh, wait. The leading slaver is her sister. Maybe this was a ploy then to get us captured and take our ship, because she knows how expensive our ship is. Maybe she's working with her. Hey Lattes, welcome on in. We're on a mission. A side mission. We're not saving the universe today, we're just doing little side missions for people. Where is my ship? I think I need to go back as well and pick up some resources because there was another area on the map. Ooh! So fast speed! Let's go! Oh, crater! Oh, why you do this to me? I'm confused though, because it still has the quest marker there, and usually if the quest marker remains, it means you've missed something. Oh What does this quest log say? Go back to the embassy. Okay, so we're good. Oh wait, Dahlia's dead? Oh no! I didn't find Dahlia's body. I'm pretty sure that was what I was supposed to find, but the quest log knows she's dead. Oh, we should probably go back and search for a body. That would be a nice thing to do. Maybe we could give her a proper burial. I highly suspected her sister was dead. Like, as soon as she said I gave the money and they didn't return my sister, I thought she was a goner. How soon into the game do you get the vehicle? Literally, like, every time you go onto a planet, you'll have this vehicle. So the first planet you go onto, you'll have this one. Blah! There's nothing special you have to do to acquire it. It's just one of the vehicles from your ship, the Normandy. So if you like vehicles, you are all set. I don't know if you get to upgrade it at any point. Even now it seems OP, so we probably don't need any upgrades at all anyway. I'm looking for dead bodies. I was thinking maybe her body had been stuffed into a storage locker or something horrible, but I couldn't find her. Blah, blah, game, can I move the map around? Ah, okay, no, maybe not. Maybe not. I think I have just found everything here. Well, we know she's dead. We just don't know where. Good old floaty space tank from Mass Effect 1. I don't know what this thing is made of. It's just absolutely indestructible, isn't it, Badger? Like, I've driven it off the side of a mountain and nothing happens to it. It just, like, flips over like a woodlouse onto its back and it's just like, this is fine. It's made from space magic. Yeah, space magic. No one questions the space magic. Well, I don't think there's anything in here for us to find. No, just nothing. I'll go back then. Did I miss your Bethesda gift? We opened it at the very start of stream, and you can see it behind me, just in the background, but it was this massive crate with the Elder Scrolls Blackwood written on it, and inside were a few things. We had a letter from the mysterious Lyranth, and then we also had this journal, leather journal, and there was a letter hidden inside there from Lyranth as well. The Elder Scrolls badge as well, one of these glorious badges, which are harder to come by these days, and a weapon. There's this Daedric axe inside. It's Daddy Dagon's weapon, apparently. Apparently it's his own weapon. He's going to come looking for it soon. I'm ready, though. I'm armed. That is really nicely detailed. I'll take some pictures as well if anybody wants to see, like, close-ups on Twitter later. I need to find a proper stand to put it on so that we can fully appreciate it in all of its glory. But yeah, it's really cool. And they've properly molded all the spikes, and it has a really lovely finish on the painting as well. I'm so honored to receive this kind of thing. I never thought I'd be the kind of streamer who would get these goodies. So thank you so much to Bethesda and Elder Scrolls for sending those over. My nerd shelf is growing by the day. And I now have a nice chest in the background as well. I found myself a chest. I'm not sure what to fill it with. Maybe more nerd crap that I acquire. You know when you go to conventions and everyone gives you like a lanyard and a badge and some stickers? Like, I just end up collecting loads of nerd crap at conventions, and I love it so much. I always keep hold of everything. Still saying I should go inside. I don't know what I missed. We know she's dead though. There's no hope for her. You need parking lessons? It was a very helpful wheel stopper. I was just using the entire barrier as a wheel stopper. It's logical. Ooh. It is actually space magic, this is true. Technology gets to a certain point where it's absolutely indistinguishable from magic. It's the same thing. Ooh, there's resources here. I will grab that. No one ever took Shepard through basic vehicle training. It's okay because the Mako is indestructible. Ooh. Yeah, park on the mineral we want to mine. That is great. Thanks, Shepard. Yeah, that works. There we go. I'm so bad. Frogger stresses me out. Okay, there we go. Rare element surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium. Oh. Well, I'll keep hold of that. I don't know what it's useful for, but I have it. Parkour. Woo! Parkour. And there's something else here. Hopefully not more dead bodies. I keep finding dead bodies on planets. Blech. I was too hasty. It looked too easy after the last one. I was like, I'm going for it. Matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Dylan Naga's, I could never get her name right, Dylan Naga's writings. I already found some on the other planet. Well then, does that mean we've done everything here? I think we should head back to the Normandy. Return to the ship, retreat. Thorin, you found the deposit of the king under the mountain. I wish I had. I love Thorin. I love a bit of Thorin. I love a bit of Richard Armitage. But no, sadly not. The mines of Moria may be somewhere here in the galaxy, but if they are, we haven't found them. I'll keep looking. Our brother will welcome us with a mighty feast, for sure. They're definitely not all dead. Probably find lots of dead bodies if we find Moria here. But Humes, keep an eye on Joker. Make sure he's piloting the ship well. I'm gonna be right back. Do supervise him. He's always up to some kind of mischief on the ship. And I'll see you in just a second. Why, hello there, Humes. Is Joker doing his job? He's doing a lot of typing, but I don't know if he's just playing a game. I'm not sure he's actually doing anything with the navigation. I don't trust the man. What he's up to. I return once again, and I have wine? I'm very confused. So, long story short, which is probably still going to be a long story anyway, there's another treehouse in our area which has the same number, but it's on, you know, a different lane. And we always get stuff delivered to us by mistake. The lady who lives there, she's quite high ranking in the Elven Council. And, you know, I'm familiar with her. I don't know her personally, but she always kind of like sells things and then people come to her house to pick them up. She basically changes her mind about how her house looks every few days and then sells off some old thing that she has, some antique. And, obviously things keep getting delivered to us. It's a little bit awkward. And we always like say, no, it's not this treehouse. Go past the oak, down the lane, past the lake, etc. And, you know, always have to tell them directions. And she comes over today with a full-on hamper of wine. Like this massive hamper full of wine, and just says, I'm so sorry that you keep getting deliveries. Like, I keep telling them it's not your treehouse and to go towards mine, but they never listen to me. So now I just have like this massive hamper filled with wine. I know nothing about wine. I don't know if it's good wine. It probably is high quality stuff. Considering her ranking on the council, it's probably the good stuff. But yeah, I'm not much of a wine drinker, so anybody wants some wine? Red wine? White wine? Fancy wine? I should have got some in my goblet during break, just sat here drinking wine for the rest of stream. But yeah, not a bad problem to have. I just feel bad that she felt bad, because it's fine. But it's quite a streaming that the doorbell always goes. If I'm streaming in the afternoon, the doorbell always goes, and it's always someone who is at the wrong treehouse, and I have to be like, if you go left and then past this, I just like give them directions. So maybe it won't happen anymore. We'll see. I do hope this becomes a monthly sacrifice, that she brings a monthly offering to our door, you know? Gotta keep it up with the offerings, otherwise maybe she will incur our wrath. Next month I hope it's some freshly baked bread, maybe some biscuits, some chocolate. Yeah, this is great, let's keep this going. Drunk Mass Effect stream, let's go. I do wonder what Mass Effect would be like drunk. Just be like, oh, we're in space. I don't know where we're going, but I don't think I should be trusted being captain of a ship this big once I've had a few drinks. I'm not big into wine though. Is anyone here like a massive wine drinker? Because I've never really, if I'm gonna have alcohol, it's usually cider. I like a good cider, I do. Welcome anyone who joined during the break as well. Black Zero, Carol, make yourselves comfy, welcome on in. We just finished a mission, so I'm gonna go back and talk to everybody. This is something I forgot to do before, but I think they all have different conversation lines depending what we did. I don't know if anything massively interesting happened for them on the last planet, but we'll check, just in case. My wife, glass or two a night. Ah, likes the vino. I mean, Elf Mother always used to relax on the weekend with a glass of wine. Watching her favorite human serial show, you know, became quite a habit. That she liked doing that. Not that my mother's an alcoholic, she just enjoys a glass of wine during the night. I remember I got into trouble when I was at school because it was Mother's Day, I think, and we had an assignment to write a little cute sentence about our mother or something, and they would share them in like a journal or whatever that goes out to all the parents. That we're supposed to write like, I love my mummy because blah blah blah. And I wrote like, I love my mummy, and my mummy loves her special juice. She drinks it in the evening and she says I'm not allowed to have any. So I made my mum seem like a giant alcoholic to everybody in our school, and I don't think she quite forgives me for that yet. I thought it was really funny. As a small child, I was like, Mummy loves her special juice, because we were supposed to talk about your parents and what their hobbies were. I was like, Mummy loves going shopping and she loves drinking her special juice. So there you go, wine is now special juice. Because she would always be like, that's my special juice, you don't drink that, don't drink that. Wine is a wonderfully welcome way to unwind. Well, maybe during our skirmish nights on Saturday, Maybe I'll get a glass of wine. Overwatch drunk has got to be interesting as well. Yes, don't drink mummy's special juice. Hi, Jiro, as well. I hope you're doing good. Ashley is still kicking. We did reload the save, so she didn't end up dying, because we haven't been there yet, technically. Hello.
Commander?
Still a spacist. Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy.
Oh my god.
He's cute. Later, sis.
He's so cute.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Oh, so you have a thing for Caden, I'm not surprised, considering I think he's our only other human member of the main crew, and she's a little bit spacist. She doesn't really trust Garrus or Rex, so not surprised. Caden, you like a bit of Caden?
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone.
Who's
What's up?
Scuttlebutt?
You didn't come by to eavesdrop on
Who's
family mail.
Scuttlebutt? Is he the navigator or something? I thought Joker was a navigator. Oh, tell me about your family. Maybe you'll make me feel bad for eventually deciding to kill you.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Sounds familiar. I do come from a military background. In game, we chose like the war hero archetype, where like my family had always been in the military, and I grew up moving between planets because I felt like that fit with the background. You raised your sisters. Charming. Oh, I really don't care. Stop your babbling. Familial love? What is this? I'm here to drive a spaceship. It sounds familiar, actually.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Your dad was gone a lot?
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone.
She's quoting poetry now.
For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners.
Is she cultured?
Climates, councils, governments.
Tennyson, right? I mean, it's some kind of poet. I should probably know this, but I don't.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Really? Sounds dull. Really?
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oh fuck, he's
Dad
dead.
passed out a few years back. He's probably still watching though.
Oh no. The way she talked about him, it sounded like he was still alive. Like, obviously, he still means a lot to her, even though he's not here anymore. Oh, now I'm gonna feel bad about possibly killing her. There was no hesitation the last time when we were on Vermara. It's just like, nah, Ashley, she's going back. She's sacrificing herself. But now I'm gonna feel bad because she'll tell me about all her family and how much she loves them and how much her sister could never cope if she died as well. And oh, I'm gonna get some feelings going on. He's still watching from the afterlife. I wonder if humans like believe in the afterlife in the space age as well. Callie is back for 20 months of immortality. Oh, Callie's still shooting those arrows. You're gonna be a Legolas by the end of this training practice. You ride for Shadow Grove again. Nice. They need your aid. All the teams need your aid. And Shadow Grove, the Druids, and the Chaos working together once again. Have a look in Gilded and make sure you're tagged as either green or black, and you'll be able to see all of the current war preparation that's going on. I know Shadow Grove is planning some war propaganda and some creative entries, so get planning with them. Hi, Apple, as well. I'm doing good. We're exploring space still. Haven't killed anyone today, so it's a good Thursday. If no one dies in my crew, it's a good Thursday. But how are you? From the afterlife he's watching?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
No! I mean, everybody needs something to believe in. It's at the core of human life is having something you believe in and a set of morals and codes that mean something to you. Of course not. That's fine.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with
Indeed, it's part of the code.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Hello, and are you like team anti-Ashley? Because there's some people in chat who are like, oh, Ashley, she seems a bit of an arse at first, and then she kind of warms up to you, and you see a bit more of her background, and the other half of chat is just like, nah, screw Ashley. Screw Ashley, she's so annoying. So far, I mean, my first impression of her was that she really wasn't comfortable with the alien members of the crew. So she was kind of saying, oh, we can't trust these people. They're not even people and that kind of thing. So I got off on a bad foot with her, and I never really bothered to learn much more about her, but maybe there's more to her. I like a good character who at first seems really kind of untrustworthy, and then in your time spent with them, you get to know them better. She's a spacist. Yeah, she's a bit of a spacist. It's true. But then Kaiden is also the most vanilla dude. We were talking about this last time. We were saying, like, Kaiden is just like, he's like your standard bread. He's just bread. He doesn't have much flavor. He's not particularly interesting. In fact, he's probably like, he's not even like unhealthy white bread. He's like a mix between unhealthy and healthy wholemeal bread. He's the 50-50 bread. He doesn't have a particular opinion on anything so far. He's very neutral. Just kind of, if you ask him, like, what do you think about us accidentally committing genocide back there? He's like, I guess it had to be done. Like, he's not really on any side in particular. How can we talk more? I think we've talked as much as we can now.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duties, Skipper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rifles don't maintain themselves.
Oh, no. Go stroke your rifles.
Anyway. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
She's not so bad now. Ma'am? Well, now we know she's got designs on Kaiden. She's got designs on Kaiden for sure. Hey, Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Still alive, are we? What personal inquiry?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
So it was not out of love of warfare or anything, it was just pure survival. Why leave your people, though?
Why not stay and help?
I don't think things are very good for the Krogans.
That's why I had to leave.
I think they're like barely surviving on their own planet, so if you want to live any kind of good life, you have to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
Oh!
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old.
I think this is the backstory we've been waiting for from Rex.
He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you, though? And what happened?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation.
It seems like a way
while,
to get your entire race killed if you can't reproduce and you're just dying in battle. So this guy he's talking about probably wasn't necessarily evil, but just had some very old-fashioned idea. Mayhaps. What about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground.
Was he exiled?
He wanted to talk.
Krogan are too manly to stop fighting, yeah. Even if it's the thing that would save their species.
The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Guessing something went down though. Sometimes you need to pick the left option for most dialogue. Oh, okay. I normally just look at them and I'm like, oh, I would say that. And I don't like pay attention to where it is, but if that's always, you know, and tell me more, then I always want to pick that one. And you went to this place?
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Oh, wait, it was your father?
Jared was your father?
Oh. Oh, that's awkward. That's even worse.
That day,
oh, no.
we talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal.
To kill his own son?
His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Oh god, it makes so much sense now why he's so invested when we get to Vermeer. Because it's not just that he knows his race is dying, although that's really important. Like, he's sacrificed so much to do what he thought was right for his race. Killing his own father. Oh god, I feel bad now. Okay, we're definitely gonna try and save you, okay, Rex? Tell me more about the extinction.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Krogan are too manly. They have 2 hearts, 4 testicles, and a big water-containing hump. Is this true? Is the whole 4 testicles thing why they bred so much? Because I was talking to some humans in the city and they were saying, oh, Krogans used to breed like rabbits. Like, there used to be too many of them, which is why they introduced the curse, basically. The basically cursed by science. Very impressive physiology. 2 hearts must come in handy. I know someone else who has more than the usual number of hearts. Having a different or even controversial viewpoint does show individual personality traits, and these are all just characters created by designers to elicit specific responses. This is true, and different members of the crew will resonate with different people more. But I like how always in these games, it's not just a one-sided 2D character, because quite often, like, there will just be the evil guy or the good guy, and I like that they are both, because that's how it is in real life. Like, nobody is truly just one-sided. Like, there's always a motivation for if somebody's done something terrible. Like, even if it wasn't the right thing to do, it's because of something that happened to them, and they personally believe that was the right thing to do. So I like that we get to coax out some more of this backstory as well. So?
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
I do kind of see the human point of view here though, because if this is a race who inherently, biologically crave warfare, crave violence, then that's a very dangerous thing to have in the galaxy. I understand that. Yes, it doesn't mean that it's okay to do what they did to them, but I understand why that was a problem. And what would Krogans do if all of the galaxy was at peace? Which is very unlikely, but what would they do if all the galaxy was at peace? Would they just like fight in arenas? Like, they'd have to satisfy their bloodlust somehow. Like, what would they do if it's in their nature to fight? And that's when they're most happy.
So long, Rex.
I think we asked him the last question before, so I'll see if Garrus has anything new to say to me too.
Good to see you.
Can I ask you something, a personal space boyfriend?
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing?
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts. Organs, mostly.
Nice.
We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this kind of thing common? I know, like, when science gets to a certain point, it's so easy to replace parts of the body that the black market booms, people get kidnapped and different parts taken out of them. Like, that happens in most kind of cyberpunky or futuristic universes, but surely they have the situation under control, right? The law surely cracked down on
You've
this.
seen this before on the Citadel?
Especially in the Citadel.
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic.
Nice.
But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
What did you find? I love how, like, when he just starts telling the story, you can be like, goodbye. I'm not interested. Don't tell me your interesting anecdotes. I don't want your dark backstory. No, what did you find? I need to know.
So how did
what
you
did you
figure
find?
out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Not even a single Krogan testicle? They have so many, you think there'd be at least one. I love how the answer is just Krogan testicles. I can just simply state Krogan testicles. Like, it's not even like, I'm sorry, why were there so many parts? It's just like, Krogan testicles. I'm just gonna say Krogan testicles. Mwah.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Nice.
It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000
wow.
for a full set.
That's some expensive balls.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Designer balls. Can I buy some Krogan testicles? Just for science, you know. Oh, what about the doctor, though?
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah, Sumo, like, I did not manage to save Rex the first time, and then we tried to load in the next stream, and it broke. Like, the save was just broken, so we had to go back. So now I feel like we have to save Rex. Now that we have the chance to, we have to save Rex. I think they specifically mention it in Mass Effect 2 or 3. The genophage literally just slows down Krogan to the birth rates of most other species. Oh, okay. But because so many of them die to violence, it's making them go extinct. Because I was about to say, oh, surely the solution would be not to just, like, stop them reproducing or have the chances of reproduction being so low, but have it as other species, like, make them able to produce, like, 1 or 2 children at a time, but the rate at which they die, they're dying out as well. That's a very interesting point of view, and the whole grey concept is generally true. However, there's a certain point of view that holds that we humans have a natural code or an internal worldview that makes us civilized. It's a bit like the DC or the Marvel Comics worldview. Anyway, that's a whole different can of beans. Yeah, for sure. Like the whole thing of like, are people born evil, or is all kind of moral compass stuff learnt? I think there is something inherent in humans and elves that kind of triggers when something is wrong. Like that is wrong. That shouldn't be that way, or like it's wrong to do that to another person. But obviously there are like brain disorders that exist where people just don't have that, like that part of their brain just doesn't work. And I guess when it comes to alien species and things, like they are entirely different than a human brain would operate, so their whole makeup of genetics is entirely different, and maybe some of them don't have the moral compass that human races have. And I think that's one of the things that makes humans so special, is that they inherently have this whole worldview that, like, even as young children, you know what's wrong and what's right without even being told. So Yeah, not all aliens have that though, which I think is why so many humans in this world are distrusting of the alien races. But, you know, so far, Gareth has been a very well-behaved alien boy. He knows what's wrong, he knows what's right, and he's always done the right thing while he's been with me. He hasn't made any controversial decisions. If I lost Rex, I'd restart the game. Well, see, I was sad because I didn't really know him yet. And I hadn't had a chance to talk to him because we hadn't done all the side quests. So every time I went back to the here in the hold, he didn't have anything new to say. So I was just like, oh, I just assume he doesn't want to comment on this stuff. But when I went and did more of the side quests, he has more to say now. You interviewed them? I'm thinking maybe there was a bit of torture involved.
You mean threatening?
Yeah.
Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview.
Oh no.
We offered
What a
to
coincidence.
patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
Oh.
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's pretty sick. Using people who are still living to experiment on.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly.
Oh.
He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good.
Oh. And he was doing all this for money? I thought maybe he was like the classic evil scientist where it's just like, for science, anything is worth it. Any amount of pain or human suffering, I will find new advances. But it seems like he was just selling off the organs and making money. It fits really well with Badger's point in chat there. The vast majority of people only have a moral compass until it gets in the way of something they want. Yeah, it seemed to be this way for the scientist. He was like, oh, now I can make loads of money by just selling live human organs. Yes. And they had no idea that these other organs were growing inside of them. He was just exploiting it. Ugh. I remember spending more time deciding what to say than actually shooting or something. Yeah, it's tricky, some of the conversation options you're faced with sometimes. And sometimes it isn't always obvious which option will do what. Like, sometimes I'll choose an option thinking, oh, I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying to calm down the situation. And Shepard will, like, sass everyone and I go, no, that's not what I meant. Sometimes it happens. I like how these games challenge you to think outside of the usual good versus evil stereotypes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's been some characters that I really didn't like to start with. Dragon Age as well. There were some characters I was like, well, you're an arsehole. And then I got to know their background story, and it actually turns out they're little puppy dogs, and they have a soft, squishy heart inside of there as well. Did you interview him?
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
He's still out there growing organs.
His ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
They just let him go?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. They just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
But you couldn't tell what would happen if the ship came down. Could have crashed into something and killed a bunch of people. I'm just gonna stay neutral here. I can't approve or disapprove. I don't know the full situation, so... I see.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but... letting him get away like that... All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
It is a tough choice. If I say it's a tough choice, he'll just say, no, it wasn't. It was obvious what to do. It was only logical. But when it comes to these kinds of decisions, where it's like, 3 people's lives over 100 people's lives, yes, you can be cold and logical and think, oh, okay, well, it's surely that saving more people is the right thing to do. But then you have to take into account that the people on the ship were also important and their lives mattered. So, I don't know. That was a tough choice, Gareth. I don't know what I'd do. These games are so good at facing you with really difficult decisions like that as well.
I suppose I can see both sides.
I can see both sides.
Is done.
Yeah.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
And what about Dr. Salian?
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something.
Nah.
I thought I'd
He
found
got
him
away.
a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder.
The military have
for his
been
new
so
ship,
useless
but I
so
just
far.
can't get anyone to check it out.
Sorry, can't do that without clearance. Nah, that'll cost too much money, or I'll take too much funding, can't help you out there. Well, give it to me. Maybe I'll find him, we'll decide what to do with him. We'll see what he deserves.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Will do. Will do. Well, even if we're not going to kill him, even if we're just going to take him back and hand him in, I think the right thing to do is to hunt him down and make him answer for his crimes. I'm going to do a big save here as well, since we've talked to most of the people on the ship. Big save. There we go. And yes, new adventures. Oh wait, we do have some more of the main storyline to go and do, which I might do soon, because I think if we go to Vermire now, we've had that chat with Rex. It shows that he trusts us a bit more, he's opened up to us a bit more, and maybe if we had to convince him to stand down on Vermire, he's gonna listen to us. If anyone's newer to the stream, we did go to Vermire, and Rex did die, but it actually never happened because we tried to load into that save the very next stream and the game bugged out. It just wouldn't accept that save at all. Just Shepard's face in the middle of vast blackness repeating itself. Like, it was so broken. So we had to go back to the previous save, and because the auto saves aren't super regular in Mass Effect 1, and you do have to remember to keep pressing F5, I hadn't saved in the whole time. I'd assumed it had saved for us, so it was back before Vermire. So Rex is alive. We chose Ashley to die on Vermire, so Ashley's alive again. And I think I learnt my lesson the hard way, that we need to do more side quests and we need to make sure our crew members trust us every step of the way. But Humes, I think that is a good point to leave it for today. Thank you so much for coming along, especially if you're brand new in chat as well. Thank you for sharing in my Mass Effect adventures with me and being so respectful of my first playthrough. We haven't even had any attempted spoilers today, so thank you. And if you do want to check when we're playing Mass Effect next, I usually have it on my schedule as well, and you can see it in your time zone. Our next stream will be Saturday. I have tomorrow off just because we are preparing things for our channel tournament, War of the Wisps, which is next weekend. Everybody can take part, so if you haven't already, make sure you join Gilded. Whether you love playing in game tournaments, or an artist, or a writer, or you just want to bring some of that team spirit, check out those channels, because it's my favorite event we do on the channel, and it's always so much fun to run with everyone. And the team spirit is needed. Tag yourself as a color team member and you'll be added to your alliance that you're fighting for. Basically a whole weekend of crazy medieval fantasy themed warfare, which is just my favorite thing. So do come and join us for that too. But for now, Humes, we do not simply end a stream. We do like to go on an elven raid. So I'm gonna have a stalk of who's live. Prepare your emotes. We normally say, do not fear, the elves are here, and that is our battle cry as we go into another chat. I have also updated Wisp Arrow, so it's animated, now that we have these fancy moving emotes, so enjoy your moving arrows. Oh my gosh, Bay's coming in with a counter raid! We raided Bay yesterday, and Bay is not afraid to send back some forces. Well, you got us. Shields up. We come in peace. We come in peace. Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We were just about to raid as well, so would you be up for combining forces with us? But welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming along. I know Bay loves Elder Scrolls, and I play a lot of Elder Scrolls here on stream. I'm a big fan of RPGs, and most of the time you'll find us playing Elder Scrolls Online, which is the main MMO that I play. I'm doing my first playthrough of Mass Effect as well, so if any of these adventures sound like fun to you, go ahead and follow if you so wish, and I hope I can catch you next time. I'm sorry we're just about to raid, but look at all your awesome swords. Look, they have swords already. They'll be perfect for the raid. We have swords, we have shields, we have bows, and now we have the swords. of the Bay. If you don't know Bay already, which you should because we raided Bay yesterday, he is freaking awesome. Really lovely streamer, does a whole bunch of RPG adventures as well, and is playing a Skyrim modded playthrough as well. We saw a very certain familiar Khajiit as your companion yesterday, and I cannot do Khajiit accent, it is not very good. I steal the sweet roll, it's kind of going Italian, you know, I don't know what happened here. But do go follow Bay's adventures in Skyrim as well. An awesome human, by all accounts. We're just looking for someone to raid. I'm having a stalk through my following. I think I know who I want to go raid. I think Bay knows this lovely human as well. Her name is Nightinator, and she is a lovely example of humanity as well. She plays a lot of RuneScape. She's very into her RuneScape. She's playing old school RuneScape right now, and she's generally one of the nicest, friendliest, loveliest humans that I have ever met. So let's go and say hello to her. And she has a very nice community as well. They're very welcoming and very memey. They have memes of the highest quality, so I highly recommend. Alright, are we ready to raid the Newt? Shields at the ready, swords at the ready, Bay Raiders, and I will see you over there. I will lead the charge. But for the rest of you, I will see you on Saturday. We are doing a skirmish night for our War of the Wisps practice matches. We're doing Overwatch and Minecraft Diamond Rush, which is a custom game mode we made for the tournament. So do come along and practice. All the details are on the Gilded as well, so get your butts on the Gilded, and I will see you then. But for now, as always, kindest regards from your Elven Queen.